How do you prepare like the few days before a contest?
Okay, so the few days, so on the day of the contest, I can give you that. Because the few days before, I usually just hang out with people.
So no difference. Do you still put in your 4 hours? But everybody
Depends.
wants to hang out with you, and then
Yeah.
what are you going to do about your 4 hours?
Yeah, I do. I actually do practice. I like to kind of chill out a little bit more at the contest, just so I don't, like, recently I've been having an arm injury.
But you're putting in work, man.
Dude, yeah, like seriously, it's still sore. But so like I tried to not practice as much at this contest just to like make sure that on stage my arm's still okay. But yeah, it's hard, man. You just gotta like this time I went into the mall nearby and just like went into a deep corner of the mall where nobody can
find you.
People still found me though somehow. I don't know how they found me, but I was just practicing.
It's like entire energy ball there. All the hype is there. It has to be Evan. It has to be Evan. We could sense it.
I swear, I went all the way down, like, I don't know, like
Basement
half a mile
42.
down. Yeah.
Basement 42.
Yeah.
200 miles underground. Still in the mall. Still found. Shout out to the guys that found Evan.
Yeah, impressive.
What about the day itself?
The day itself, okay, so yeah, I got a little off tangent, but the day itself, so I'll start off, like the day, okay, let me start off at the morning, because there's so much, I'm trying to think through it.
Okay.
So the day of, I wake up, and then I'll meditate for like, probably a few hours.
You're a monk, dude!
I'm a freaking monk, dude.
Yeah, you meditate for how long again?
A few hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Yo, okay.
Yeah, and then I'll just do some personal development work. I'll probably read a book. Last time, like Nationals, I read a book. This time, not today, but yesterday, I was listening to a guy named Michael Beckwith, who's kind of a spiritual teacher.
Alright.
And then 3 hours before I go on stage, so after I'm done with all of that, well, first of all, I'll go and like, okay, wait, this is 3 hours. Yeah, so 3 hours before I go on stage, then I'll go eat lunch. It's got to be something healthy, lots of carbs, lots of fat, lots of protein for me.
Okay.
And then 2 hours before, I eat like a whole head of lettuce. This time my stomach was so messed up, dude.
Right.
I ate like half a bag of lettuce, but it was like that's my routine. I usually eat a whole head of lettuce.
What's the lettuce for?
It just makes me feel good.
Okay.
I don't know. I just like lettuce. It just makes me feel good.
Okay.
There's a study that says that lettuce has a chemical in it that's similar in chemical structure to opium.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't know if I'm getting high off of lettuce or what.
Yeah, that could be the hype.
We'll have to go do lettuce someday.
The hype comes from the lettuce. Okay, so 2 hours before, lettuce. Okay, what's next?
So, 1 hour before, or in between 2 hours and 1 hour and 30 minutes or so, I do more meditation, or today I did. And then 1 hour before, I do what's called Wim Hof breathing, which is the specific breathing technique that I can't just like demonstrate right now, but it's crazy.
Okay, but what do you like? I mean, what is it? You do intake a lot at a go, or what is it?
So you intake a lot and then you let it out. It's kind of like that, and you go for 30 breaths, and then or 30 to 40 breaths, and then you let it all out on the 30/40th breath, and then you hold your breath.
For how long?
For as long as you can. And then you suck in one breath of air and then hold that for like 15 seconds. And if you try it, it's like kind of like getting high without actually getting high.
Maybe like getting more oxygen in the brain, something like that.
The hyperventilation starts to cause you to create more oxygen, and when you don't have any oxygen, it deprives your body of oxygen, and so your body tries to intake more on the next breath. It's something like that, so your brain has more oxygen.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's crazy.
I never thought you were that into this. Wow. I was like, I mean, I've heard you talk about 10,000 hours meditation, and no, but this one I've never heard of before.
Wim Hof breathing.
Okay, so you do that, and then
so 30 minutes before I go on stage, I just practice nonstop. Today it was a little different because I was feeling really sick and just like I didn't have any energy. I was just like you know when you just like throw up and like you just have no energy.
Yeah, you don't want to do anything.
So I was just like, okay, I can't practice the whole time for the 30 minutes like I usually do because I'm just not gonna have any energy on stage. So like I just was like chilling. I talked to Graham Stellar a little bit. Shout out to Graham. Okay. Talked to my brother a bit. And about 15 minutes or so before, I practiced like twice.
Your routine?
My routine.
Okay.
And when I finally got on stage, it was like my last strip of like energy. Like,
wow, so you just like go all out, let it out.
Just like, I know I had to. Right. So I just went as hard as possible.
If you collapse after that, you collapse after that. It happens,
it's
right?
Fine,
but at least do a good
on stage, you gotta put on a good performance no matter what, so.
How do you deal with, I know you meditate, but when you're on stage, do you get nervous?
I think I see nervousness in a different way. Okay. So one of my teachings that my mentor gave me, and also my dad teaches this, is that when you feel fear, physiologically, what is the feeling like? It's kind of like your heart starts pumping.
Right. Yeah.
Your breathing gets like shallow and quick, and like, and you know your palms get sweaty. Your like muscles tense up.
Okay.
Well, so physiologically, what happens when you're extremely excited for something? Your heart starts pumping.
It's the exact same thing. Is that what you're saying? Your
hands get sweaty. Exactly the same. Physiologically, fear and excitement are the same. Now, your attitude about it, like, it'll affect the way that you feel the motion that comes out.
Right. Okay. So that's in the brain. That's in
the brain. So the way that I see it is I always look for the way to switch from fear to excitement is, well, what is the opportunity? Asking yourself, what is the opportunity in this situation?
In this thing in front of you.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So it's like not so much about, wow, this is a tough situation. This anxiety is like tough. How do I deal with it? Right. It's like, what's the opportunity here? Perhaps for somebody who's never been on stage, it's like it's a chance for me to finally overcome my nervousness and like push through it. Perhaps.
Right.
But looking at it in a way that's positive, completely changes your attitude about it.
I feel like we're almost getting like a self-help lesson here, guys. This is amazing. How did you start playing yo-yo?
I started when I was 1 year old. So
really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh no! By the time you were 3, you were on like Jay Leno or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was 4 years
I remember
old.
you couldn't even get on the chair. High pitched voice.
I kind of jumped up. I was like,
yeah, wow.